Hello everyone, thanks for deciding to watch this Pleasure Beach Experience video. Today I'm going to be talking about our plans for the 2019 theme park season. The good news is it is now only 3 weeks to go. Just 3 more weeks to wait and then we can finally get back on them coasters at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. 3 weeks time, I'm sure many people 3 weeks from now will be nursing hangovers after spending the night in the Velvet Coaster, also known as Wetherspoons, in Blackpool in preparation for the big day, which is opening day. Of course, I'm really looking forward to that. One thing that I really do enjoy about the Friday night before opening weekend at the Pleasure Beach is so many enthusiasts get together in Velvet Coaster, socialise, you meet people you've never met before, you meet old friends, you see people that you've just not seen for a couple of months because of the closed season, so it's always a really nice feel about it. And I know last year, opening weekend got itself a little bit of a reputation, but honestly, if you've never been to Blackpool for opening weekend before, it is a really good weekend. Everyone gets on really well. There's a really nice feel about the enthusiast community on opening weekend at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. There's so much socialising, and it's just nice. It's really nice. I've always really enjoyed it. The last couple of years, it's been a lot busier than what it used to be in terms of enthusiasts being there, whereas there's less and less general public there every year for opening weekend. You tend to find the following week gets a lot busier. But we'll see this year because obviously opening weekend falls 2 days after Valentine's Day. So yeah, we'll move on from opening weekend at Blackpool because, to be honest, that could well have a video itself. It's always, like I say, it's always a great weekend, so I don't want to talk about that too much. I'm sure if you've never been on opening weekend in Blackpool, you'll really enjoy it in 2-3 weeks time. Definitely 3 weeks and not 2 weeks. And well, I suppose it depends when you're watching. If you're watching when the video's gone on, it's definitely 3 weeks until opening day. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the plans that Pleasure Beach Experience have got in 2019. For 2 years now we've been doing vlogs. Excuse me, I can see things happening on my screen, on the laptop screen. I should probably ignore that. So, he says, yeah, sorry about that. Where was I? So, trip plans 2019. Yeah, we've been doing vlogs now on this channel for 2 years. We started off doing them in 2017, probably March, April time, and we were quite, I don't know, we rushed into the way that we wanted to do it. We didn't really give much thought to it. A lot of other channels were doing it, so we decided to pretty much join in because we thought, well, we could give it a go. We have a laugh between ourselves, so let's give it a go. And I really appreciate the support we've had on the vlogs that we've filmed so far. The 2017 vlogs, I watched them back and I'm not proud of them. I think that they could have been a lot better, but they were something new to us. 2018, I definitely think they got better as the year went on. The year started with quite a lot of Pleasure Beach vlogs, quite a few from Towers as well. Again, they weren't excellent, they were alright, they did the job at the time, but looking back I wish I'd spent more time on them, put a bit more into doing the editing for them rather than just sort of rushing them out and getting them on the channel as quick as I could, which is something that I've stopped doing now. That's why we don't always have daily uploads on the channel. I'd rather sort of take the time to make a video a little bit better rather than just going, yeah, let's get it on there, and then a couple of days later watching it back going, that's not very good, should have took more time on that. So I'm trying to improve my video editing skills as much as possible so that the vlogs in 2019 are a lot better. I'm also trying to become a little bit more confident in talking to everyone like this rather than hiding behind the camera, which I've been very guilty of in vlogs in 2018. So this year you're going to see a lot more of my ugly mug in these vlogs. You're going to see a lot of Mike as well. So let's start talking about the plans that we have in 2019. Obviously, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, we're going to be there loads. So we're going to be there on opening weekend, as you know. I'm sure that you would expect that. We've got an event on. So yeah, we're definitely going to be there on opening weekend. We'll probably be there for most weeks after that as well, especially until Alton Towers is open. We tend to spend a lot of time at the Pleasure Beach, especially me and Mike. Obviously, we've got no icon updates to get this year, but we're not going to do a vlog every week. But what I'm going to start doing is a bit of inspiration I've taken actually is from Coaster Bob 62, who is an American YouTuber who mainly covers Cedar Point, but some of his videos, well, all of his videos covering Cedar Point and some of the other parks that he visits, They're just general sort of theme park footage videos, and we're going to be doing some of that on the channel this year. We're going to get more theme park sort of footage videos alongside vlogs, so that means less riding for me when I go to these parks. Probably not going to be doing the rides as much, but I do really enjoy filming as well, so it is a big part of my day now. I really enjoy filming rides, whether it's on the rides or off. Obviously filming rides on the rides is quite difficult because in the UK especially we don't always get permission to do that, so if we don't get permission we don't do it. That's the way it has to be. Hopefully this year though we'll be able to get some more POVs, and on that subject we're going to be visiting a lot of different UK parks, and those parks are places like Flamingo Land, Lightwater Valley. We're going to M&D's, I think I've mentioned that a couple of times. We're going to Pleasurewood Hills for the first ever time. We're going to be doing stuff like Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. We might go back to Breen. We're going to be doing a lot of the theme parks and amusement parks in the UK that we've either done years ago or that we've not done at all. And stuff like Flamingo Land, Lightwater, M&D's, Pleasurewood Hills, places like that, we've never covered on the channel. So we're going to be doing vlogs at those parks. We're going to try and get down to Southend as well. We're going to try and get down to Poulton's Park, but Southend is 5 hours away for me. Poulton's Park is actually 6 hours away as well. It's actually quicker to just carry on going. Well, it's not quicker, but it's easier to just carry on going into Europe and just say I might as well go to some parks over in Europe, but that might not be as easy once Brexit kicks in. Not sure how that's going to affect all of our theme park plans, so we'll have to see what happens there. It'll be interesting. It's a big load of nonsense at the minute, so we won't get into that because we could be talking about it for years. So, yeah, places like Flamingo Land, and I also forgot to mention Fantasy Island in Inglemells as well. We'll go back there. We've done quite a few vlogs there in the past, so we're going to be doing another one of those. We've already agreed with the park that we're going to be doing some POVs there as well, which is decent because the last time we did it, Millennium was still yellow, Odyssey was only just yellow and spent most of the time closed, so hopefully we'll get a couple of those filmed. I'm not sure about other parks like Flamingo Land, Lightwater Valley, not sure on their policies of on-ride filming yet, but we're going to be doing vlogs there. If we can film on the rides with permission, of course, we will absolutely do it. So those are the kind of parks that we're going to be doing vlogs at this year from the UK, rather than doing every week at Pleasure Beach and doing a vlog like all the time. We're going to be doing lots of Pleasure Beach vlogs, but there's going to be lots more to go alongside it. It's not going to be a Pleasure Beach vlog, nothing, oh, another Pleasure Beach vlog. It's more likely to be Pleasure Beach vlog, something else, something else, something else, Pleasure Beach vlog. But we are going to be aiming for daily uploads once the season starts. So I'm going to be very busy in this room doing lots of Pleasure Beach experience work, which is just how I like it. So, moving on to other UK stuff, we of course are going to be going to Alton Towers, Thorpe Park and Chessington. We're going to get back to all of those parks. Obviously Alton Towers is not very far away from me, so somewhere that I'd definitely like to go and get back on the Wicker Man, go and try out the Alton Towers dungeons, obviously get on Nemesis. Thorpe Park, Nemesis Inferno, Stealth, two great coasters that I really enjoy. So I'll be doing those as well, getting back a couple of times to those parks. Probably do Alton Towers for Scarefest, more than likely do Thorpe Park for Fright Nights as well, but we'll get on to Halloween a little bit later in the video. So the reason it has taken me so long to get this video online, because we have known our plans now for a good 2 or 3 weeks for this year, but I wanted to make sure there was one thing, just one thing I needed to be sure on first, and that is Coaster Mania at Cedar Point. It has been an anxious couple of weeks waiting to see if we were going to be able to book tickets for Coaster Mania. I've got to say it was really easy in the end, but I took the day off work and literally sat watching the webpage all day for information, just so that when it went on sale that we did not miss out. So if we do have any American viewers and you are going to Cedar Point for Coaster Mania, please let us know in the comments, or please send us a direct message on one of our social media pages. It will be an absolute pleasure to meet anyone from the States at Cedar Point who has been watching the channel, because it really did, I don't know what the word is, it really did surprise me when last year at Cedar Point we were approached by quite a few people who said, we really love your channel. That was just such a nice, proud moment that I didn't expect at the time, because I think we were on about 6,000 subscribers at the time. I just really didn't expect us to have any sort of audience beyond the UK. So to know that people from Europe and America are watching this channel is really, really great, and I really appreciate the support from the UK, from Europe, from everywhere. America, just everywhere. It's just amazing the kind of support that we do get. And I appreciate that you all take your time to comment on the videos, because I've been catching up on the comments a bit the last few days, and so many people have been commenting on all the videos over the close season, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you very much for your support, whether it's been in the season or out of the season or both. Honestly, your support is really appreciated, and no matter how big this channel gets, I will always reply to your comments. I will always take the time to reply to the comments, because I really appreciate that kind of support that we get from everyone who watches us. So yeah, it's probably a good time to talk about America now. So the trip to America is probably what you could claim it to be, a mega trip. It was originally planned to be just a trip to Cedar Point, and it kind of escalated to one part, then another, and then another, and it's all in a week, which is pretty crazy. But this is the kind of trips that we love organising. We all work, we've all got other things away from Pleasure Beach experience. On my personal point of view, I've obviously got a family to look after, I've got my job back at home as well, so I can't spend weeks and weeks and weeks in America. So for me, spending a week in America and doing several theme parks whilst I'm there is perfect. I don't need any longer than that to do it. So it does seem, when you look at it on paper, it does seem like a really small trip, but to be honest, we're going to be doing over 50 coaster credits, so it is really worth the time and effort that it's taken to plan it all. So the trip is going to start with a flight to New York from London Gatwick, which is going to be a pain in the arse because we're all from the north, except for Mullet, so it's nice and easy for him. But yeah, we've got to travel down to London Gatwick, but we did try and find the cheapest flight, so I'm not going to lie about that. We looked for cheap flights and we found them from Gatwick, so we worked it out. We can either fly from Gatwick and pay this amount of money for transport to Gatwick, or we can fly to Manchester, spend this amount of money on transport. Turned out that going from Gatwick was about 200 quid cheaper, so it just makes sense. But it is a pain in the arse to get to from the north. So we're going Gatwick to New York. We arrive in New York at a lovely time, like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're hopefully all going to get some good rest on the plane. We know Mike's going to get lots of rest on the plane. He'll get lots of rest travelling down to London as well, because as many of you know, it doesn't take much for Mike to fall asleep. So yeah, hopefully Mike has not fallen asleep whilst watching this video, and hopefully everyone who's watching has not fallen asleep. So I'll try not to ramble on too much. But yeah, we're all going to try and get good rest while we travel, so that when we get to New York we can go and have a look at the sights, maybe do Madame Tussauds, do some of the other scenic stuff and check out the sights. But most importantly, we're going to the world famous Coney Island, and we're going to be going on Cyclone, probably the most famous wooden roller coaster in the world. I really can't wait to do it. I've watched loads of POVs of it, and I've got to say, it doesn't look like anything particularly special, but it's classic. It's a classic wooden roller coaster which has paved the way for better wooden roller coasters in the States and everywhere else in the world. I couldn't even tell you who manufactured it, to be honest, because I've not even looked at that. I just know that it is a classic wooden roller coaster that I never thought I'd get to go on. So fingers crossed it will be open when we go over to the States in June. So the next park that we're going to be doing, and this is why we decided we were going to fly to New York, to be honest, is so that we could do Six Flags Great Adventure. I think I've got the name right. It's the place with King the Car, it's got Bizarro, El Toro, and it looks absolutely incredible. And it's got a stand-up coaster, I think it's Green Lantern, which I'm not so excited about. But I am really excited to go to that park. I'm really excited to go on King the Car. I have heard so many people say that Top Thrill Dragster is a million times better than King the Car. And sitting here, I can already tell that's going to be the case, because King the Car has got them awful over-the-head restraints. I mentioned this in a previous vlog a couple of months ago, where, as I said, I don't like the restraints on Stealth because I find them too restrictive, especially when a ride like Top Thrill Dragster has only got a lap bar. So it is a little bit strange that King the Car hasn't got a lap bar and it has got over-the-head restraints, but I'm not going to completely judge it without going on it. I might go on it and it might be a million times better than Top Thrill Dragster. It may be a million times better than everything else. Don't know what to expect from it, so I'm just going to go on it with an open mind, but it is a coaster that I really can't wait to go on. Tick it off the coaster count, tick it off the bucket list and go, yeah, I've been on the world's tallest roller coaster. That will be nice to say, even if it isn't that good. Obviously, really looking forward to El Toro. Balder at Leesburg is a great wooden coaster. I've got a feeling El Toro is going to be like a big brother to it and a lot better than it. So that's going to be interesting. Obviously looking forward to the other coasters at Six Flags. But El Toro, Kingda Ka are the ones, they are the ones at that park that I'm really looking forward to. So at this point, the trip was supposed to be nice and simple from here. We were supposed to be going back to the airport, get a plane from JFK, fly over to Cleveland and spend the rest of the trip at Cedar Point. But no, we don't do things that simple. So now we've decided we're going to hire a car and drive 8 hours across America, and we're going to drive to Cedar Point. But on the way, we're going to stop at Kennywood. Now we're going to Kennywood because obviously Steel Curtain is going to be opening. There is a chance it might not open for our visit, but the time of our visit is very much shaped around Coaster Mania at Cedar Point. So if we don't get it, we don't get it. We'll get it another time. It's not like it's going to get removed after 6 months. So we're going to try and get on it, but if we don't, there's still Phantom's Revenge, which is a coaster that we're all looking forward to doing. Obviously it's not an Arrow anymore, it's now a Morgan, but still it'll be great to do it. Also, you've got all the wooden roller coasters there. You've got Noah's Ark, you've got the Turtle Chase, you've got the Whip. It's very much like a throwback to the 90s and earlier at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It'll be really weird going on a Noah's Ark attraction again, I've got to say. It'll be really weird it not being the entrance to the park and not actually an attraction that you can go in. So really looking forward to that. I never went on Turtle Chase at Blackpool, so I'll definitely be giving that a go. Can't really remember much about going on the Whip. The only thing I remember about it is it was the last ride I did before I went on the big one for the first time at the Pleasure Beach, because I actually went on the Whip while I decided if I was going to be brave enough to go on the big one. It's just my friends at the time didn't realise that and thought I was just being daft and saying, yeah, let's go on the Whip. I was like, no, actually, I'm going to sit and watch the big one and decide if I'm going on it. As it happened, I went on it and my two friends didn't, so there you go. So anyway, yeah, Kennywood does look excellent. As far as I know, Kennywood and Six Flags are a complete no, cannot film at those parks in terms of POVs, so those will be vlogs with off-ride footage. I'll also be looking to get, like I've said earlier on, just a video where it's just pure theme park footage from those parks and from Coney Island. They will not be uploaded like smack bang next to the vlog. It'll be the vlog first, and then a couple of days or weeks later there will be like a whole park footage video from those parks, probably a lot further down the line, to be honest. Will also be a travel vlog from the trip. It's going to be, like I've said, it probably does count as a mega trip. I'm not the one to judge on that, but it probably does count as a mega trip, so it is going to be a bit of a crazy travel vlog. And it is a crazy way to get to Cedar Point, but we just wanted to do quite a lot of different parks on the trip. It's a trip that we'll probably never do as a group again. We may go to Cedar Point as a group again, but we'll never do anything like this again. So it's well worth doing. It may not be the most advisable way to get to Cedar Point. I certainly wouldn't say it's the best way to get there, but if you're wanting lots of coaster credits and feeling like seeing different parts of the States, then it is a good way of doing it. But I'm sure many people watching it who have been to Cedar Point might be thinking they are really stupid doing that. It's just a little adventure that we quite fancy doing. I hope it works out. It might not, but I hope it will. So moving on from Kennywood is, of course, Cedar Point. We went to Cedar Point last year. There's 2 vlogs on the channel and a travel vlog from a less complicated route, although it was quite complicated because we didn't fly to Cleveland. But Cedar Point is the main event of the trip. The whole trip was shaped around Coaster Mania, and I'm glad to say that we got tickets for Coaster Mania. Like I say, this video was delayed because I was going to upload it a couple of weeks ago. Me, Mike and Mullet sat and did lots of planning for the whole season, where we sat down, planned what parks we're going to do in the UK and in Europe. We knew about this American trip already, so we didn't really talk about it. But if we'd have known about having Coaster Mania tickets back then, we'd have done it as a sort of video with the 3 of us. We'd have had to use a bigger room than this one because we wouldn't have all fit in. Obviously we need somewhere for Mike to go sleep. So yeah, it's we'd have done it in the living room, definitely. But no, we'd we'd planned to do that video, but we didn't want to do a video going, yeah, we're going to Coastamania, yeah, we're going to Coastamania, and then go, shit, we didn't get tickets. So we wanted to wait and see if we get tickets first, but we are definitely going to Coastamania, and we don't even know what the itinerary is, but we don't care, because it is lots of ERTs at Cedar Point. It's a cruise around the park, Q&A session, you get a t-shirt, you get pin badges. It's going to be incredible. I've watched so many videos, especially on Coaster Bob 62's channel, who covers Coastamania. Excellent. Also, shout out to Coaster Studios, who covered Coastamania last season. Couldn't get my words out there. Need a drink, so I'm gonna have a brew. Whilst we're at Cedar Point, we will also be going to Kings Island. So we're doing 3 days at Cedar Point. We're gonna actually, before I talk about Kings Island, we're gonna be doing the Sunrise VIP tour at Cedar Point if it's on the dates of our visit, which is last year. It was a lift walk up to, or a lift, actually going up in a lift to the top of Valraven, Cedar Point's dive machine, and then you get to see all the workshops and so on and so on. So I don't know too much about it, but it's lots of geek stuff and behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, count me in. It's $200 each, but I think it'll be well worth it if we can get the tickets. If it's something we can book when we're there, we will definitely be doing it, even if it is expensive. Like I say, 3 days at Cedar Point. Hopefully one of those days a sunrise tour. One of those days we'll definitely be doing Coastamania, which is on the Friday the 7th of June. Like I say, if you are going to be there, please let me know, whether you're from the UK, the States or Europe, and you're going to be there and you watch this channel. Please let us know. It'd be really nice to meet you. It'd be nice to enjoy a ride on Magnum XL200 with you. And I've got a feeling Mike, Stuz and all the others are really going to enjoy Magnum. John, who's been in quite a lot of vlogs lately, he's been to Cedar Point before, like me and Mullet, but he's really looking forward to getting back as well. It's going to be an incredible trip. We're all really excited for it, and it's what, 6 months away, so it needs to hurry up. So moving on to, oh no, one last thing about America, I nearly forgot. Kings Island, I should write stuff down, or I should write stuff down where I can see it. If I had something behind the screen which was telling me what to say, that'd be a lot easier. But I wrote everything on that whiteboard there, which is out of shot, but then I'd be looking at it like that, which would be no good, because I wouldn't be facing the camera. I have a memory like a sieve. But yeah, Kings Island. We are going to be going to Kings Island, and again, it's one of those parks that, why not? It's not far from where we're going to be. Couple of hours drive. It's got an arrow looper. It's got a B&M invert. It looks like an incredible park. It's got wooden coasters as well. It's going to have antique cars opening next year. This year, definitely this year, not next year. It's not 2018 anymore. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing all of those coasters in America. I hope they're all open. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Steel Curtain and anything else that may be going on. We don't know the Coastamania itinerary. I'd imagine there'll be a Steel Vengeance ERT in there, and my thighs are crying already. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. I've decided, despite all of my comments about RMCs and Steel Vengeance and Millennium Force, I'm going to give everything a clean slate when I go to Cedar Point. Even Magnum XL200, I'm going to act like I've never been before. Going to judge all the coasters like I've never done them, because having longer there, having longer days there, having probably better weather, really hope so. It was freezing last time. I really hope we get better weather this time, and I hope there's no queues, so I'll have a better chance to judge the coasters there this time. Hopefully we'll get on the log flume as well, because that was closed last time. But yeah, it's going to be great, and I really look forward to covering those. Now, if there's anything from them parks that you'd like to see me film, whether it's merchandise videos, off-ride videos, anything, we might film a PVE monthly on one of the parks yet, I don't know. Like hotel tours as well. If there's anything you want to see in the travel vlogs or in the park vlogs, or anything while we're out in the States, please let me know in the comments. This is a great time to let me know, because then I can plan it around what we are doing. The good thing about doing a travel vlog is, for a change, I'm not going to be driving, so it's going to help me get a lot of the travel vlog filmed. I'm going to be in someone else's car or hire car for the trip, which makes a change, because I normally do a lot of driving abroad and don't really get a chance to film a decent travel vlog. So on to the European parks that we're going to be doing. We're obviously going back to Leesburg. We've got an event there in July. I'm still to do a video about that, but there is a group, an event page on Facebook. If you go on Pleasure Beach Experience on Facebook, there is a Leesburg event page. If you'd like to join us at Leesburg in July, please check that out. It will be a great time to visit Leesburg, whether you've been before or not. You'll see a lot more of Leesburg than you saw last time because they really do push the boat out for coaster enthusiast clubs. So they've always done a lot for us, and I'm sure it's going to be another great event. I'll not get the itinerary off of them until May, June time, but I can guarantee it will be an incredible event. Other parks abroad, well, of course, I'm going back to Portaventura, and that is only a couple of months away. I'm going on my own as it stands. There won't be a vlog this time. It is purely a little trip I fancied doing just around April time. Just quite fancy going on Shambhala, Baco. None of the others are able to get the time off, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go on a really quick trip there, and it's probably going to be one of the videos that I film the whole park and get footage of the shows, the rides, the theming, just everything that I can get in shot, really. It's going to be like a full video of Portaventura. Hopefully it'll be a good one. We're going to be going back to Europa Park, definitely. We've recently been back to Phantasialand, so I'm not sure we'll be going back there for a while now. We'll probably head back there maybe for their winter event again, probably sometime around December, January, when the Ryanair cheap flights are on there again, because this time we flew there for a £10 return. If we could do that again, that would be perfect, but it was very, very, very cold. -7 at times whilst we were there, which is just crazy for riding roller coasters. But they are, again, another park that really look after us and have treated us with amazing hospitality on my most recent visits in October and January. I say most recent visits, but they are my only visits to Phantasialand. We're going to be going back to Park Warner in Madrid at some point. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to be going there. We're looking at August time. We're looking at returning to Wallaby Holland for the RMC. Hopefully finally get to Wallaby Belgium as well. And I think we're going to Disneyland Paris as well. Also, we'll have some information. I'm sorry, this is not Europe, but it's just come to mind. We will have some information about an event at Fort Park on Saturday the 14th of September. Confirmed, we have an enthusiast event at Fort Park on the 14th of September, and I will have information on that very soon for you all. So yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up because the camera light is playing up, so I do apologise if the light's been flickering in this video. I have put a little bit of footage of the parks I've been talking about over me to try and cut out that flickering. So I hope the flickering hasn't been too noticeable in this video, and I do apologise if it has and if it's been getting lighter and darker. But yeah, that is our plans for 2019. I am sure that things will change. I don't know all the dates of the parks we're doing at this time. I just know that we're going to be doing them. We're going to be doing a lot more in the UK. We're going to be going Pleasure Beach more than ever. I'm going to be filming everything, absolutely everything at that park in 4K that we're allowed to film. And yeah, we've got some documentaries coming as well. One of those is coming very soon on the channel. Keep an eye out for that one. So once again, thank you for all of your support. It is really, really, really appreciated. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the content in 2019. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.